Welcome back to Colorado and Company. Well, June is Brain Awareness Month, and there's an upcoming event you can participate in to help raise money for Alzheimer's and dementia research. Jim Herlihy is the Senior Director of Marketing and Communications for Alzheimer's Association of Colorado, and he's hanging out on the Cocoa Couch this morning. Jim, it's good to have you.
It's great to be here.
Well, this is a very important subject, especially to myself, my family. We've lost grandparents to dementia here. Now, before we get into the event, what impact is Alzheimer's having right here in Colorado?
We've got about 76,000 people living with the disease right now. The impact goes beyond them. There's about 160,000 people like yourself who have been caregivers, family, caring for their loved ones, providing that up to 30 hours a week of unpaid care.
It is such a tough illness, especially when you're watching a loved one go through it. Now, that's where you guys come in. You've got such a great mission. Tell me about that and what you do right here.
Well, our mission is to find a cure to end Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. And so we work at that really in two ways. One is provide care for the people living with the disease and for the people who care for them, because at some point, those are the people we have to focus on to help them better understand what they're dealing with and how to care for their loved ones. And then we're researching for a cure. And that's the big focus of our energy right now, and the national government. We advocate with the national government to allocate money for research, and that's at an all-time high right now. But the money being spent on research only equals about 1% of what's being spent on care.
Of course, just imagine that, just covering 1%. And we need to really do as much as we can to help organizations like yours to help us understand what it is that we're dealing with when we are sitting there watching a loved one again go through something like this. Now, something called the longest day is coming up. I'm super intrigued to learn about this.
June 21st, the summer solstice, what we say is the day with the most light is the day that we fight. And so what we've done is taken that day and turn it into a focus for fundraising, and where people can do anything that they want. We have people who are doing pound fitness classes.
Nice.
We have contract bridge marathon games. We've got Arthur Murray dancing. We have people who bake. We have people who paint live in Wash Park. We've even had people climb 14ers.
Really? So, okay, this is a really good opportunity because anybody could do what they're good at and contribute that way. I love that. Now, if someone, say, can't participate in that, what are other ways that they can fundraise and help your cause?
Well, our other big fundraiser coming up this summer is the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And September 16th in Denver City Park is one of 13 walks around the state that we hold. And that's really, it's an excellent event because it brings together people with the disease, their caregivers, support groups. We get about 10,000 people in City Park walking together in solidarity, and that's an opportunity to raise funds as well. And that's our key fundraiser because we are self-funded.
Now, that is the one coming up in September, another one to definitely write down in your planner. Now, there's so much confusion when it comes to Alzheimer's, dementia. They seem to be around the same thing, very similar symptoms. This is why I think research is so important. What kind of resources are available for somebody who wants more answers, more information, or are dealing with a loved one?
Well, the first place people can go is to our website, and that's www.alz.org. And there's a lot of information for people who don't know what they're dealing with. They may have recently received a diagnosis in their family, or they may just want to know more. And we've got a wealth of information there about the disease. And then once there is a diagnosis, we have classes that are online and in person that people can take to learn how do they cope with this. How do they anticipate the changes in their loved one? How can they better communicate with them? And then as it progresses, we have courses on things like legal and financial planning, because there are important things to anticipate, because this is a very time-consuming and very costly disease.
It really is. Just hearing you say all that is available could be so much help for so many people that are on this very difficult journey. Jim, thank you so much for the work that you guys do. It's so helpful for so many. Thanks again for being with us today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, everyone, here is the deal. To join in on the longest day a fundraiser or to start a different fundraiser of your own, you can do so. Just log on to alz.org/co. The Alzheimer's Association of Colorado also has additional resources on that website. You can call the free helpline as well, and that number is 800-272-3900.